All right, let's get into this. What do you think? Let's show them now the 64-bit ZBrush version is what he's going to be launching and pulling up now. We want to show you guys these features, some of the features that we've been working on within ZBrush. So it's a beautiful Borg ship that is a cubified, colorful, it's beautiful.
We just got cubes now. It's a new thing.
Beautiful. So he's just going to go on working on this and go kind of like in an artistic way, think of maybe something that he wants to make, right? And what he wants to be able to put together. So as an artist, sometimes you're just flowing and you're thinking about different ideas. So he's obviously adding an insert right there. You know, he's adding a whole insert edge there. Oh, well, what did you do there? Oh boy, what are you doing? You're playing cubes now?
I'm playing cubes.
So he's instantly deleting on the fly so he can go with the design that he wants to go with and get to maybe he's changing his mind about the whole topology flow that he wants, moving it on the fly, right? Because it's too thick for where he's going with this. Automatically poly painting, right? So not poly painting, but poly group painting and deciding what he wants because he wants to pull away now and make another piece.
I want a different part on that top there.
You have to throw a different part on it. It's mandatory. So now he's just making, and keep an eye too, that his topology is being extremely low right now because he wants to be able to work as fast as he can and be quick the way he can and make adjustments on the fly. So this is allowing him to start with one little cube piece. What are you doing?
I don't know what we're going to do with this one.
Okay, I think you should do deletions.
You think I should do deletions?
Yeah, do the deletes. Do the deletes.
Deletes? Okay, let's do some deletes.
Because I liked what that was looking good.
This is a little bit high, though. I got to come move this.
Okay. So he's obviously just deleting polygon faces right now on the fly so that he can get his piece where he wants to, doing some adjustments and movements of the geometry without using the transpose line, obviously. He's using this new feature that'll be in the 4R7. So he's got two openings on the end that he's going to do something that's pretty cool. I'm just saying, it's a lot of fun to even just mess around with. So he's definitely saying, I need to bridge these, you know, so you can have maybe a different surface on the fly.
We'll just add the.
You know, they were more excited last night.
They were. It's because they were all.
Oh, I've already seen this. This is old news. Right, so this is a bridging tool. So, and you can see again, what I want to point out about this tool is that he can change his spans on the fly. He can change the length of, in essence, how that bridge is going to grow on the fly too. So, and it's just moving his hand in a certain way to be able to do that. So,
yeah, the experimentation process, you know, sometimes you just don't know, you know. You might see a shape that actually catches your eye and you want to kind of explore that route. So it gives you a really...
I think what you did there was really cool too. Did you guys notice that when he was moving that piece, right? Normally what you would do as a ZBrush artist is maybe masking with poly grouping, right, and doing that. You notice he didn't do any of that. He just started moving, even though there was multiple different poly groups along that edge. So this particular feature allows you that kind of flexibility and that growth. So he's literally telling ZBrush, just this side gets to move now. It's not even worried about poly grouping. So, and then now he's able to just duplicate the pieces, and he's adding some, you know, edge loops. Everyone needs an edge loop. You got to throw some on there. You know, it's mandatory. It's mandatory. That's not there.
It's kind of looking like a tank tread, isn't it?
What a surprise, military. Notice that his head immediately goes to that, just instantly, all the time. There. Oh, what did you just do there? What was that?
You missed it. You missed it?
I totally
well, I'll
missed
do it
what
again.
You just did there.
I'll do it again.
Can you do it again, please? So we can
do that one? Is that one okay?
Yeah. Those are all connected, by the way. That is a connecting. He's just dragging out the face and automatically connecting them across the way. So, again, it's because he's kind of just going with his design and where he wants to go with this. So he's adding edge loops so he can continually just add, you know, little cross sections there and just pull on faces if you want to. Pull by poly grouping. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like this one.
Stop it. This one made us very happy, I'd have to say, when we added this. This is like, we always wanted to be able, especially if you're a hard surface person in ZBrush, he's obviously just inserting and then making a nice little circle and then expanding it. That's a table now.
Yeah, we may do a table today. Let's see what the table goes.
It could go in IKEA.
It could go in IKEA.
You might have a career here.
It's a little bit, you know,
let's sell ZBrush to IKEA. Make your next piece.
They do
and
all their...
And print it out, too.
All their catalog items are actually 3D.
Oh, yes, there you go.
Yeah.
I did not know that, Russ. How do you
know
that? How do you know that IKEA's catalog stuff is all 3D? Wait a minute, what did you do? You just smooth.
I did smooth.
This is a new mode that we have, which is being able to see subdivision level surfaces, but able to bounce back and forth. So you notice he's on a low cage and looking at the surface now on a smooth division surface. So this is a great workflow for you to start saying, hey, how does this look? And you can see what he's doing right now. He's creasing on the fly and uncreasing on the fly. And then he's seeing what that's going to look like on a rounded surface. So turn off polyframe there for a minute. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Hey, you should magnify and show them a little something with the magnification. I think this is a good time to show
give me a second. Let me round this out.
Oh, go ahead.
I can't leave it. It's got to get out.
Of course he can't. No, he can't leave it. Maybe you should do the little edge thing that you did last time.
You think I need a bevel here, maybe? A little bevel?
There's beveling?
There's beveling.
Oh, boy. This is great. Yeah, so we've added a bevel capability. So again, if you notice, he's going from the higher to the lower with one click, right? And adding a nice little beveling that he wants on the edging there, okay? And then he can look at it back and forth and see what he wants. And he's changing just how many rows does he want. So now you can have a smooth or a harsh bevel there. So who doesn't want beveling on their hard surface? Everyone does. It's like it's like the thing. It doesn't look good. Throw a bevel on it. It'll be fine. Throw a bevel on it. Bevel. Or it's just like you like to use surface noise sometimes to just put some noise on it. Nobody will notice.
I do throw a lot of noise.
It's good. It's good. Right?
All right. Let's pull up this this part here too. Let's get this.
Okay.
Just pull that up a little bit.
Yes. I don't know where you're going with this now, but
I don't know where we're going with this today.
Again, this is the beauty of it. You don't have to know where you're going with it sometimes. You're just going ahead and you're developing, you're designing, and thinking about what comes to your head and adding insert loops, adding some creasing. Okay, and the big thing I also want to point out about this new mode that we have that allows you to see a hard, the low cage, and then your high dynamic subdivision is that this can be used now with any feature. So if you want to use slice, or you're a big mirror and weld fan like myself, and you want to use that, you're going to be able to use those features with this particular mode that he's kind of in to allow those features. Oh, you're going to do another bridging?
Yeah, I need another bridge.
Show the capability. Yeah, see? So you can see that you can...
Yeah, all on the fly.
Whatever you want.
Move it.
Whatever you want. On the fly. He's just moving his hand to change this on the fly. Now it's like a little heartbeat right now that just happened right there. That's very nice. So being able to do this was very huge and crucial for what we were making, obviously, from the examples, because there was many times where we wanted to see what it would look like with a hard, crisp edge, but then the rest of it, rounded off or smoothed down into a surface. So he's just using this particular mode in order to see the low cage and to see the dynamically subdivided cage.
And one thing nice about the creasing is you can kind of experiment with where you actually want the creases to be too. So you can kind of come through and change things on the fly to get different crease factors. And so if you decided I wanted this actually to be harsh, I can just come in and change that kind of crease on the edge there. And then just turn on my dynamic subdivisions again, and you'll get it nice and hard.
Yeah, you should show them too. What's big about this mode and this feature, which is really great, is the polygon count.
Oh,
yeah.
You want me to magnify
that?
You want me to magnify?
They can see that because obviously he's in the nice soft version.
What's the hotkey for magnify, Paul?
Shift M.
Shift M. Oh, look at that.
There you go. What is that? 610?
610.
610 faces, but it's obviously the subdivided version of that. So throw a slice in there too, so they can see that even in that mode, you can throw them slicing in there. I think that'd be cool because a lot of artists like to use the slice tool. So put it in that, in that.
Yeah, in there.
On the fly.
We'll do it multiple ways. Slice it this way first.
There you go. So he's slicing, as you can see, on the subdivided version of his table, chair, IKEA, offering table, I don't know. Just go with it.
Just go with it. We're going with it. We're doing it live.
Yes. Doing it live. It's a good joke. So now he's, again, just adding some more inserts.
So just exploring different elements.
So again, what's great about what he's doing right now, that's kind of painting your poly group. which I can't tell how many times I would want to have that working on pieces where I just want to be able to just paint what I want to be a poly group, which of course you can use masking, but this is a low cage, right? So, and now notice, hey, Russ, is your symmetry on right now?
Not for most of it.
No. Can you go back on that? Well, go back. Yeah, go back.
Let me add another thing, Paul.
Okay.
Let me add another thing. Let me keep
He's got to add another thing.
Let's see. Let's see.
So
Let's see here.
I want to point out what he was doing there after he adds his creation here.
Yeah,
so
we'll
about not having even to be in symmetry mode necessarily to do some of these options that he's playing with. Oh, you're going to do this one. You're going to get a little crazy on us.
Yeah, we'll get a little crazy on this.
So he's painting in different spots, right? He's just going in all different areas, right? And maybe he wants to add some kind of element in all these little areas of this particular model. But he wants a particular action to happen on all these little parts that you're seeing that are white. So, oh yes, inset. So you can see all the insetting is, even though there's no symmetry, it's asymmetrical, it's all happening on all those white faces automatically. He's telling it, those are the faces I want you to affect with his inset. So that was huge, because you don't have to be in symmetry mode. That brought you into that another creative mode of being asymmetry with some of this stuff. And knowing that, hey, I even know if it is asymmetry, I'm continually grow and develop. Wait a minute, what you put a hole?
Yeah, I just put a little hole. Just a little.
Why not? So you can see on the fly, he's literally just pushing the face through and instantly getting a hole. And look at the inside. We're closing it off automatically. He's got a nice now rounded hole on the top there. That didn't impress them, Truss.
It didn't impress them. No, they saw it last.
Are you guys awake out there, or is it just like, this is amazing? I just want to make sure we're actually still entertaining. I don't know.
All right, let's do one more thing, Paul.
Okay.
Let's do one more thing.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. We're gonna do something crazy.
Again, with the crazy?
Again with the crazy.
I might know where you're going with this.
You think you know?
I think I know where you're going with this. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off.
You gonna hold off?
Because I think exactly I know where you're going with this, and this is going to be. We didn't show this last night.
No, we didn't. This is new.
This is going to be cool. I'm going to like this because I want to.
See, now it's a fancy table.
St. Louis, everyone. So that is, obviously you saw those shapes were completely different. He had a circle and then just some random L shape. And we are bridging those even though they're not even the same at all. And notice he was able to make that arch bigger on the fly and change those spans again. So that bridging capability, it doesn't need to be exactly perfect. No questions, Ryan. He wants to ask a question. So this was obviously opening up the gates, the floodgates. So you think about to that image that we had with those archways, right? You think about it doesn't matter where he was putting those archways as far as from one hole to another. He was getting nice, beautiful archways going from one column to another column. So it really made it very, very cool. And then I want to point out too, what he's doing, he's already ahead of me, is the poly grouping, right? So it's skipping. So he's now using the poly grouping to pull out and make an extrusion through all those poly groups. Because when the bridge was made, right, we altered the poly grouping. And now now it's not St. Louis.
No, we're putting some holes in it.
Yeah.
Just little holes.
Now it's what? It's Defiance. Nice. Nice. So, again, and then he's in this low cage, and then at any time he wants to see something what it looks like smoothed out, he can just click a little button and then see the smooth version of that. And you can see.
Let's adjust our creasing on the fly, Paul.
He wants to do that. He loves this. Go ahead.
I do. So let's see what it looks like with
touch base on that, because even though it's a feature that exists already, you might want to touch what's going on right there, because I know you're a big fan of that.
Big fan.
Yeah.
So this would look at all the kind of normal angles on your model, and you can set the tolerance here, and then you can apply a crease. There's also the crease Paul brush right here.
We call it the crease Paul Gabry sometimes.
Yeah,
it happens.
And that will go through and look at all your polygroups and apply the creasing based on your polygroup edges. Yeah. But for these objects we've kind of been creating with these new tools, I've been finding myself using this one quite a bit more. So I'll come through and actually set the angle I want. So
can you guys see that? Or do you need the magnifier?
So yeah, oh, you want the magnifier?
Yeah.
So you can come through and it'll auto crease all your edges. And then with the dynamic subdivision and this crease level here, ooh, you can determine how hard those creases will actually be.
Yeah, we didn't show that last night.
No, we didn't
show that last night.
So at a level 9, you can see they're pretty hard all the way through. But then let's get out of dynamic subdivision. Let's change this crease level to 1 and then go back. And now you're getting a softer crease across the model. And instant change.
Right, so if you don't like 1, you can bounce it back up to 5.
Try it again.
Back to the crisp edge again. So on the fly, you can see really what you want your creasing to be doing as well, going back and forth between the low cage and the subdivided cage.
All right, well, I'm going to call this one done. What do you think?
I say print it.
It is all
Send it
watertight.
Give it away tomorrow.
Solid watertight.
Give it away tomorrow. Save it.
It'll be a prize.
Yes.
Random trivia prize. All right, so.
They'll take it home and someone will just go, what is it?
So, I worked on that couch for a while, and then after, an hour or so, I ended up with this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thomas Vassell, everybody. Thomas Vassell.
I was literally going to say that. So wait a minute. You started and became Thomas? Is that what the trick was? And then you made his model appear?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
But point out all, guys, you see all those bolts along there? We're going to show something today that makes that happen quite quickly, actually. So this is kind of why we wanted to pull this model up, too. Because being able to make that happen was actually quite quick for Thomas. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It was pretty simple. And you can see, again, look how low his cage is. Right?
Yeah, so that whole ship there, let's go back to Unsolo, and we'll use Mr. Magnify Glass.
He's got the chair, I think, subdivided up. So
yes, actually it's the vents, I think he has it. Yeah. But still, for the entire object, it's still quite low. But you can see the topology stuff on this as well. It's a great example of just the types of forms and structure that Thomas quickly generated on this. So very cool details on that. And it also has the different dynamic subdivisions on it as well. So if I come to, say, this one, I can hit Shift, and we can see that this is what the shapes that Thomas was playing with, and then with the dynamic
Thomas is probably in his seat right now. Really, you're showing my piece this much.
I told him I was going to do it. I told him I was going to do it.
So you can see he's just starting with like what Joseph started. You started with a cube, didn't you, Tomo, for this? He started with a cube with this and just started going at it and figuring out how fast can we get that kind of shape done.
Yeah, and I think he's even got these little rings here and stuff. This was all the same system, so he'll creating all these little guys.
I noticed you like to use the O'Fair navigation. You just refuse to use the Paul navigation.
I do. I like.
Does everyone know that there's multiple navigations in ZBrush, by the way? No.
Do you want to jump over here and show?
No, you can do it.
I don't know. I don't use that other one.
I have faith in you.
I don't use that other one.
So does everyone use the Alt let go and then the zoom in? Is that the system you use? I like to call that the O'Fair.
It's the full arm system. Like, look.
Yeah. It's a workout system.
Full arm. That's why I got these muscles.
Yeah, he's the inventor of the application, so that's where it starts. So that's why I call it the O'Fair. And then me complaining, as usual. I'm like, I would love to have a new system that is a little different. And there's a right-click navigation, which I'm a big, huge fan of, which is if you're just holding your right-click button down, like Joseph has on his pen, and you're hovering above your tablet or your Cintiq, that'll rotate your model, right? So and the beauty of that is even if he zooms in all the way, zoom in all the way. Yeah, so you can see the old system, right, of how he's trying to zoom in all the way, okay? And then if he's got to rotate the old way, or not the old way, just the other way, right? But if he holds the right click and the Alt key, okay, even though he's over the mesh, he'll be able to move things, right? He'll be able to hold the right click and the Alt key to move. And if he holds the right click and Control,
yeah,
you can actually scale in and out, no matter how close you are to the mesh. So you might want to go ahead and experiment with that navigation, because what's really nice about that navigation as well is wherever your cursor is, that's actually where it zooms into. right? And that's actually where it rotates around from as well. So it's really nice when you're working, like, say, a character on the head, and then you want to go to the hand. Zoom out a little bit, and then just put your cursor over the hand, and it'll zoom right into the hand. So I really love that navigation. Okay, and there's a third one, but we'll save that one for tomorrow. We'll save that one for tomorrow.
All right, so Paul was eating some time up and going over his navigation system.
I want to show it. I want everyone to know that there's a right-click navigation. There's nothing wrong with that.
So I may have to forego the bringing up the knife and looking at it.
No, bring it up. We got time. We got time. Just show it to them quickly so that they can see that model in all its military glory. So save your projects, people. It's very important.
Quick save.
Notice how fast that saved? Nice. Right? So look at that piece that he's got there, right? And getting those unique shapes now was actually quite simple for him to be able to do this. And he's got what it looks like on a low and a high cage. So again, show off your topology. There you go. Nice. Right? So you can see he was really able to experiment a lot with this now and get a very specific shape that he wanted with this new tool. Nice. Next piece.
All right.
Show St. Louis again. No, don't show St. Louis.
St. Louis. All right.
Cube.
It's a cube. It's a cube, everybody.
Last night, they were very happy to see a cube. It's like, there's a cube. So what are you going to build?
You're going to have to wait and watch.
Oh, you're not going to tell them. You're just going to go with it?
Yeah, I'm just going to go with it.
Go with this. So again, he's using this system to build something in particular, again, that he wants. So, and there was an experiment for him when we were developing this to see how quick he could do it, what kind of changes could he make on the fly, because again, we would want to have that capability. So he's sliding that whole edge loop, right? Because he didn't like where it was originally, so he's sliding that around. He's extracting and moving some faces out to get where he wants to go. So you're going to see here probably in just a couple more clicks exactly what he's trying to make.
Yes, it's going to be obvious here in a second.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty obvious in a second. But this is how we kind of started growing this feature, is doing tests like this and figuring out, hey, how simple would this be for you as an artist to create this? Because again, we're always thinking artistically, what can we do to expand you guys when you're in ZBrush and go, again, that's painting, right? His polygrouping, and then now he's just deleting them all at the same time. So again, he's saying, hey, well, I want to affect all these faces, and he's doing is just delete, that's nice.
Let's see where we're going to go with this.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's not enough curve for me, Paul. Not enough curve.
You don't like it. Circle, always fun.
Yeah, let's just circle.
Yes.
There we go. That's a little better.
Happy little bridge.
This one looks a little bit too far, though. We have to move
So
that.
again, notice the polygrouping also happening along that surface that he's building, right? So makes a nice convenience for him. He's changing items on the fly, right? There. Nice.
We're getting there.
It's meant to be crooked. Oh, you're putting a little dip in there? You're really changing up the design on the fly again now. It's completely different.
We got this.
So he's showing obviously off something in particular that he's changed his mind now on the fly, and see, he's just, I've changed my mind. I don't want that slant in this bridge. I kind of want it to be straight across. So he didn't have a limitation there. He just said, you know what, I want to change this and do a little different look to the bridge that he's making, which I hope I didn't spoil it for everyone, but it's a bridge. It's like the Fight Club spoil. Oh, I didn't see the movie. Like, everyone's seen them. That's such a good ending. Expanding. So he's also going to go into something else that's new here shortly.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And
there we go, bridge.
You're spent. You're So he's going to show us something else here that is very cool, which goes back to that piece that Thomas did of the boat a little bit with all the bolts around. He's going to do have a little fun here with that particular feature. So, and he's just changing polygroups on the fly, right? Which we've always wanted to have something like this for those that are the ZBrush users out in the audience or online at live stream right now. So he's just changing stuff on the fly. Again, see that? That's actually two completely different surfaces that he's just telling it to change completely what polygroup that he wants. And then he's just clicking to variate the polygroup, right? So he's able to move that on the fly too. Are you all polygrouped up now?
I'm all polygrouped up. Let's see, I got a little land mass here too. We'll just bring that in.
Oh, there you go. Can't have a bridge without land.
You can.
And water.
All right, it's a little bit high too.
Or you don't necessarily need water, but. So he's now adjusting it because he didn't like his height.
It's kind of plain though, Paul, don't you think?
It is. It's not very exciting right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not really feeling it.
Someone is already asleep in the front row.
Let's see. What if
I wake them up?
What if I add maybe some insert meshes too?
Okay.
Let's see.
Won't that take some time?
It may. Let's give it a try.
All right. I'll sit back and watch.
Yeah, that's going to take a while.
No, that's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
No. You need to do something else.
I need something else.
Okay.
Do you think I should try this thing called?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nanomesh?
Go ahead. Try it.
Nanomesh?
No.
Let's make sure I got the polygraph on there.
You got to have your.
Oh. That's interesting.
That is interesting. I've always wanted to say this, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, because we're still a little bit too even. It's very repetitive.
Completely
very
computerized.
Repetitive. Yeah, that's not going to work. Not going to work.
Okay.
There's another menu. Huh.
What do you think? What are you going to do now with this? Maybe
some
randomness?
Yeah, let's see what randomness is going to do here.
Okay, that works.
Yeah,
Having some nice randomness.
It works pretty well.
Changing maybe some, I don't know, rotations maybe?
Yeah, let's see what the rotations are going to give us.
Yeah. That looks, now we're starting to get, what? Whoa. So you can see what he's doing there, even changing the size right there. By the way, this is just what, one piece of mesh, or is this multiple pieces of mesh, Joseph?
This is nano mesh.
This is one piece of mesh that's an instance, actually, that's happening across the surface for him. So he can change all this on the fly, change his width, change his height, change how much randomness he wants. Really long rocks apparently now.
I'm working on it.
Okay, go ahead. So you can see how this opened up this for him, and he was able to quickly mess around with this and find what kind of pattern did he want, how many of these larger rocks did he want to put on the surface.
And do a little offsetting.
Yeah.
Really
so he's randomizing this now so that they have different levels of offset happening. And again, remember that. Look what he's putting this on. He's putting this on a very low cage. And he's keeping this particular subtool, what is that, 278 right now? Something like that? Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks 278.
270.
Yeah, 270? Okay. So now he's going to another side, right, which he took the time to really quick assign some polygroups so that he can put it along that polygroup. And then now, because that's a different polygroup, make those rocks be a little bit more different too. And you can see what he starts to do. You know what? You need something on the top, though.
I do. It's a little bit bare up there.
It is.
It's a little bit bare. Let's see,
It's the
what I
pink
got
road
here.
right now.
What I got. Oh,
What do you have?
I
What do you have
some-
available?
Maybe some wood.
Wood planks.
Let's put some wood planks up there.
Nice. And what are you going to do? Maybe make them go all the right way or different ways?
I don't know. We're gonna see.
There
you
yeah.
go. That's all right.
Nice. That's nice. I like that. That's good. So you can see he's very quickly changing the orientation even of those wooden planks that's going across the bridge, right, to make his bridge happen.
Let's get that a little bit higher there.
Yeah.
Need a little bit more of those.
What if you affect the underlining surface? What happens?
Wait, Paul.
I'm jumping ahead now.
You're jumping ahead.
Just super excited about this.
You're jumping ahead.
So he's just populating this. Again, this is just he used one piece of mesh to populate this across the top of that bridge and figure out what does he want and how much variation does he want to have within that.
That's what we're looking for.
There. That's when you say, there. It needs a friend. The rocks needed a friend, and wooden planks was the friend.
I need some debris up there. Let's add
Debris?
Some debris. Let's add some debris.
Okay.
Some debris.
Go for it. See that? He's combining them now, too, even along the top of the surface. Right? So now he's not only got the wooden planks, he's also got the rocks going across there, so you can even continually add to even that. Remember, this is all along just that top surface that he started with. So that is very cool to be able to quickly change his design on the fly, right? And again, he's able to make his adjustments that he wants to do for as far as rotations and size and orientation.
So that's pretty good for the bridge there.
Yeah.
Let's go see what this ground's doing.
The ground.
We got some dynamic subdivision.
Okay.
Ready to go. Let's add some,
It can't be military.
It can't be, this is actually not military, Paul.
Yeah, that's exactly what he would do, is camouflage the ground.
Let's add a little bit of grass.
What do you got there? A little grass, maybe?
A little grass.
A little grass.
Let's add
nice.
some.
Right, again, it's one mesh that he's populating along that one poly group and changing the size of the grass on the fly. It's not fiber mesh. This is just using this new mode to be able to, and then turn it and manipulate it.
Let's add some variation here.
Let's put a breeze on it. It's not working out.
I just ignored that one.
Like usual, he ignores me.
All right, so I got a little bit of grass there, but I need some in other places, right? You think I need some elsewhere?
You want more grass?
More grass. Let's see what if I add some here.
Okay, what are you doing?
There we go. Let's put some over here.
Yeah.
How about here? And here, and here, and here, and here.
He's just grabbing that poly group and say, hey, put that poly group there.
And here, and here, and
guess
here.
what you get? The grass.
We're going a little bit crazy. We got that grass is getting nuts. We're gonna have to we're gonna make it thicker. There we go.
Can we add something to the wood planks? Do you want to do that?
Almost. Let me add some.
No?
I'm not done with the terrain.
I'm just going to sit here. Never mind.
So I think we need a little bit of rocks down here too. So let's add some rocks quick. Let's get a little rock action. Oh, too many rocks. Too many rocks. You got to have rocks underneath the bridge too, right, Paul?
Yes. Absolutely need rocks underneath the bridge.
And then let's do that. Think we should just put more rocks all over the
Yes,
place?
I think that would be the right move.
Let's change their size.
So again, he's doing the same thing he was doing with the grass. He's just saying, hey, I just want to put more rocks in certain spots of this. So, kicking in, and then this is giving him freedom and creative freedom to just visually now look and just click and then get them, like, does that work? Does not work? So we're always thinking this way and thinking about, as a creative process. So you see, he just got rid of the rocks there on that one section because he didn't want it anymore. So we're not taking questions, unfortunately. So this allows him this flexibility and this freedom to do this.
There we go. All right. So you think the wood planks need something else?
I do think the wood planks need something, absolutely. What do
you think they need?
I think they need a nail.
A nail?
A nail. You can't nail down a piece of wood without a nail. Go for it.
I got a subtool named nail.
Okay.
Oh, it's a box. Look at that.
What a surprise. But I don't know how you're going to do this. You're going to have to do this with all the wooden planks stretched across. So this is going to be fun.
Just let me make my nail first.
Okay, go ahead. Make your nail. There. I'll be your there tree.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Okay, maybe undo and do it again. I don't think they saw it.
Was it too fast?
It was fast.
All right, you watching?
Slow motion. It's a great example of just what this new system, this new feature can do for you. Let that creative juice flow, and then just continue messing with this. And in your spare time, make a nail.
Make a nail. All right, let's do this too a little bit.
That looks good.
All right.
I know where you're going with this. They're going to like this. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh, we grew it out both sides.
You don't need it on the other side.
Yeah, we got to fix that. I can't be having it on two sides.
No.
That's just wrong.
There you go. That looks good. There.
You were gonna make me do it twice anyway.
I was. He knows me.
A little bit of a nail there. All right, let's crease this.
Okay.
Add a little creasing in there. There we go. There we go. Actually, I got to remove these two.
Got to have a little variation in there, right? So then you can use that mode to see it in this low cage, and then you can use it to see it in the subdivided surface as well if you wanted to at any point in time. Which he's going to show you. Okay, so what are you going to do with this, though?
I think this is it, isn't it?
No.
You just told me to make a nail.
No, that's not cool enough. You definitely need to do something.
All right, well, let's turn it into an insert mesh to start.
Okay.
Let's go do that. All right, let's
So
go back to that.
he's going to go back to his bridge, right? And he wants to throw this on the wooden planks, right? So this is kind of the piece that he made.
Well, you guys are seeing the future there.
He's that fast.
You're still seeing the future. We got to fix this. There's too much future.
It's all right that they see the future. It's like a teaser for tomorrow.
Actually, they may be getting the future.
Yep,
All right. You guys got the future.
it's fine.
All right, let's see here.
What's that? I know where you're going with this. Hold on. Well, what would that be? All right, fine then. We don't need to put it in ZBrush. Let's talk after. I know where you're going. Continue on, Mr. Trust.
Continue. All right, so you want wood, a nail on these wooden planks, right?
Okay.
Is that what you want?
Yes. I think it's a good idea.
So I guess I could draw them out individually. That'd take a while.
That'd take too long.
Wonder what this does.
Okay. So this is your original wooden plank
Yeah.
that he's populating across his tree. Across his tree. Across the bridge. Right? And so now he's just putting his nail in the wooden plank where he wants to put them.
So let's add another one.
Yeah.
Nail over there.
Two's good.
A little bit big. We'll see what it looks like.
I think it'll probably be fine.
Oh.
Oh, maybe not.
It's a very scary bridge.
Wait, I got it. It's a bridge on the East Coast, and those are icicles. It's wintertime.
Polar vortex is what that is.
Make sure don't flip it upside down. Not a comfortable bridge to have. So you can see obviously what it did. Look, he took his little piece of wood, put the nails on it, and then it repopulated all the nails across all the pieces of the wood planks. So very cool to be able to keep expanding this. And if he won't ever want to come back to this and make it instead of just two little nails on either side, he wants to have multiple nails in multiple locations. It's a simple thing for him to do with this new mode. So now, see, he's only got it on one side of the wooden planks now.
It's not as dangerous. There's no tetanus in this bridge.
Take your shots before you use ZBrush. Is that what you're going with?
That's what I'm going with. There we go.
So there you go.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. What are you going to do now?
It's still too even, Paul.
Okay.
It's still too even. So let's
That's true.
Let's see what move does.
They all update on the fly. So we went from a squared bridge to a death bridge
to now
to decapitate a bridge that's going to fall apart pretty much.
Yes, decaying.
Decaying bridge. Okay.
And you know, what if I want to render this now?
Well, I think you.
I'd probably have to like I'd have to go through and export all this stuff out. It'd take a while, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but those aren't real pieces of geometry.
That's true.
They're not a subtool.
Yeah.
But go ahead, show it to him. I think we have just enough time to show that.
So go ahead and do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's make sure it's. All right, let's just hit this button.
What he's going to do now is send it all to Keyshot with one click.
And Paul's going to sing.
What happened?
You're going to sing.
I'm going to sing at this moment? That's not a good idea. That's not a very good idea at all. There you go.
I got to use the mouse for this one.
So keep in mind, that was what, 4 subtools is where you started with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is what he's bringing into Keyshot to render away. So this is the beauty of the bridge system that we were able to do. So he could send this over, see if he's liking the lighting or anything he wants to do. Use it more of a designing essence to figure out maybe, hey, he wants to put more rocks somewhere else or change his wood or put grass a different way because he doesn't like the way the render's coming out when he goes into
Maybe
Keyshot.
the death bridge needs to come back.
Oh, you want to put the death bridge back?
No, we'll just deform some of this again.
There you go. That's good. That's totally what happened.
Actually, let's mess with the grass a little bit too. Let's move it around.
There. So he's coming back saying, hey, I kind of want to adjust where the grass is and what's going on with that, and then go and see what that looks like in Keyshot for the update for the bridge that we've made. And so you can see we're sending everything over for you guys instantly to be updated. So obviously there's a lot going on with this scene now. And then all of his changes are there now inside Keyshot. Huh?
I think that's all I got.
You know what? But wait, there's more. There's a slide left.
Oh, there is a slide.
Yes, there's a slide left. So again, we are announcing ZBrush 4R7. Also coming with that will be a public 64-bit beta. I know one of the questions out there people were asking last night was, go ahead, go to the next slide. What's going on with this upgrade? Yes, it will be free. So you guys will be getting this for free. So when ZBrush 4R7 comes out, you will be getting that for free. You'll need to stay tuned to find out when that is. All right, so that's it for the next version of ZBrush.